Here's some things that you can do to make sure that your house is organized to live with ADHD that cost absolutely nothing. The first thing, move everything to where you use them most. For example, if you like to bake, have all your baking stuff in one location. If you're a coffee fan, just like to have coffee in the morning, they have all your stuff in the area where you make your coffee. That means your coffee cups, your stirrers, whatever you need to do, you have them in that area. And this is going to make it much easier for you to find those things, because if you want to go and do that certain activity, you don't have to go look all around to find the things that you need to do that activity. And when you know everything is in that place, it's very easy to go there, look and see that you might be missing something or that you need something. Or if you see something that's out of that place, you know to put it right back in that place, because that is where you're going to use it. And it's going to save you time and might get you motivated as well, because of the fact that you know when you are able to go there, when you want to do the activity, you are able to start immediately and there are not going to be any delays. Now, the next thing is to have a drawer for one specific thing. For example, a sock drawer where you have all your socks, whether they match or not. I know that I lose socks and I don't have matching ones sometimes. You still put it in that drawer. That's going to make it very easy to know where things are. It's going to make it very easy to put them away. Now, you can go out and buy different dividers and things for the drawer, but just having a drawer that's made for one specific purpose will make it easy, will make it simplified down, because you know exactly where that stuff needs to go. You know that you have a drawer for it. You know that it's easy to go ahead and put it in there. And then you know it's easy to also retrieve, because you know that drawer is for that one thing. The next thing is throw away things that you just don't need or past their time, or whatever that you want to give away that's just taking up space. Like you might think, okay, I don't need this many pairs of pants or this many jackets or the 50 Tupperware containers I have when I live by myself. Or you have some shoes that are worn out and you know they're worn out to the max, like the sole is coming off, and you've already bought new shoes and you're never really going to wear these shoes, but you're just keeping them from sentimental value. Go ahead and throw those things away. Now, the other thing that you can do is clean out your junk drawer. I've always had a junk drawer. Maybe it's because I grew up in the South. I'm not sure if everybody else has a junk drawer, but it's where you put everything that you just don't know what's the use for it. And so you put it in there and then just accumulates. And so you need to go through there and take away all that stuff that is not useful at all, or see if you can match it to things that you have now, or things that you're like, I'm missing a piece. It might be in that junk drawer, and you'll be surprised what you find in a junk drawer when you clean it out, because of the fact there's just so much stuff in there, and you do need to take time to look through it and see what you can get rid of, what's useful, what you need to keep, and then you can also just get rid of the junk drawer and use it for something else. Another thing that you can do is live by the 1 in, 1 out rule. And what this is, if you're going to buy something, you have to get rid of something else. And the reason you do this is because you're trying to prevent clutter from cluttering up your house and apartment. Because if you make an impulse buy, you really don't need it, it's going to be in your house or apartment, and it's just going to be clutter. So you really have to think about, do I really need this thing I'm thinking about buying? And then what do I really not need that I can get rid of right now? And so this is a great rule to have, because it is going to help keep your apartment or house clutter free, and it doesn't cost anything to actually start the rule. Another thing that you can do is, if you see something out of place, go ahead and pick it up right then and there. Do not leave it and say you're going to pick it up later. I've done that and I never get back to it, or it's 2 days when I get back to it, and then it's still sitting there and it's still cluttered up my house and apartment. So what you want to do is, as soon as you see something that is out of place, that you know has a place for it, go ahead and pick it up and put it back in that place. Now, another thing that you can do that costs absolutely nothing is to organize by color. It's kind of fun, because then if you have a lot of books that are blue, you can put them all in place, put all the red books in one place. Or you have all your shirts that happen to be green or whatever, you put them all in one place, as opposed to all the shirts that are black or purple, whatever, right? So this is very easy to find whatever you're looking for, because you know if something is a certain color, then it is in a certain location. And so it takes much less time to find what you were looking for, and it makes it very easy to put things back. And the other thing is, you can go one step further and give the colors different meanings. So for example, if you want to color code your bills or your mail, whatever, they can have certain folders that are a certain color. You automatically know by looking at that folder, this is what goes in there. Or you have a container that you put a sticker on, and you can use it that way as well, because now you know exactly what's in there, because you know in that container and that sticker is this certain color, and that means this certain item or thing. Another thing that you can do that costs absolutely nothing is to declutter or organize just for a little bit each and every day. Take 10 minutes and go around and put things back that are out of place. Go ahead and declutter what you don't need, that you're just like, hey, I need to throw this away. Or go ahead and just straighten up some books or whatever that you need to straighten up. And the reason you do this is because it's much easier to do a little bit each and every day than to do a huge cleaning task at the end of the month or end of 6 months or 4 months or whatever. And it's going to make it much easier for you to do that task. And I would be more motivated to do the task if I'm doing a little bit at a time instead of a huge big task all at once. Now, if you want to do a longer cleaning session, go ahead and use the Pomodoro method. What it is, clean for 15 minutes, take a 5-minute break, clean for another 15 minutes, take a 5-minute break, then clean for 25 minutes and take a 15-minute break. That gives you 60 minutes of cleaning. And then if you want to do more, you start the process all over again with the Pomodoro method. And so this is going to make it so that you break down everything and you have those breaks to help refresh you. Now, another thing that you can do that costs absolutely nothing, as long as you have a box, is to make a donation box. That way, when you're in your closet, you see something that you want to donate, you throw it in the donation box. And then when you're ready to donate, you just take the box and take it to wherever you're going to donate. But it's going to help clean out your closet of the things that you're just going to be like, hey, I want to donate them, but at this time, I'm not going to that place. I'm just going to leave them in the back of my closet. This is a place where it's easy for you to see and get to. Now, another thing clothes related that you want to put by your closet is to have a hamper there, because of the fact it's going to help prevent your clothes being on the floor, the bed, and a random chair, because as soon as you have dirty clothes, it's right there. It's convenient to put those dirty clothes in. And of course, then they're already in a place so you can take them to the laundry and do your laundry. And another thing that you can do that costs absolutely nothing, as long as you have a box or a trash can, is you put it by the door. And that way, when you go out, get your mail and come back in, you immediately throw all the junk mail in the trash in a box. And that way you automatically don't have that stuff in your house or apartment cluttering up your desk or wherever you leave your junk mail. So that's going to make it much easier, because it's going to keep that junk mail out, and nobody really likes junk mail, right? So that is another thing that you can do. And this is not the only way that you can organize your house to be more ADHD friendly. I have another video on that helps to complete that process, and you can watch that video right here.